Welcome back to another episode of Overlord, and it's quite cold here at the minute, so I'm kind of being bombarded by these things that are seeking my warmth. Hopefully, it's not too much of an issue. You're not giving me too much of an issue, are you? Yes, you are. Okay. But anyway, when we last left off, Ainz had just saved a town, defeated some bad guys, and is in the process of finding out a bit more about the world. And honestly, we've still seen him use a tiny portion of his power, and I'm very interested to see exactly how far he has to push himself, if at all. I do have to say, check the description because there's a link to the same episode as what you're seeing now, just with the show actually in the corner for you, so you can watch along in picture, as it were. For those of you that might have forgotten or don't check descriptions, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's get on with it. So, we're beginning to find out that the rest of the world has a religious affiliation, shall we say. Okay, a magic item. That's basically going to have... I'm trying to think of what it would be. Usually in games, items are reserved for like really powerful buffs, or in terms of like Final Fantasy, I mean, it's the big spells. But we know that they are powered by their devotion to God. And usually when it comes to fanatical faith like that, it's never really a good thing. I wonder how much kind of information about the world the Overlord is going to skip over, or if it actually informs us a bit more. I would like to know a bit more information about the is it 2 or 3 kind of kingdoms that are nearby? How strong are these magic casters? Probably a bit better than just the foot soldiers from last episode. Oh, they're here for him. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Part of the apart from being superiorly overpowered, Ainz has the advantage of surprise, really, doesn't he? Well, he's at least heartfelt, isn't he? Is this because he still has a bit of empathy left? Or is there more reason than just not letting the village fall? I'm guessing that tiny little sculpture isn't there for show. What does he see him as now? Still like pets, aren't they? Maybe that's too high a regard. Because the village is surrounded. I don't think Ainz is trying to escape. It's just like can't be bothered to waste the energy it would take. So I'm guessing the magic users are more powerful than the foot soldiers, as I said, and we're about to see a lot of his men just cut down. It looks like an auto heal. Seems a bit unfair. Nice! He has the power to take him down. Was that some sort of... what they called? Like sword magic? No, the plan was... oh dear. They're now dead, aren't they? But, yeah, they're not going to abandon him. Yeah, they're fighting aerial units. Don't get distracted. I like this guy. He's giving humans a good name. Considering we see the power of Ainz and the rest of the Nezarec or guys. If they can just summon more, yeah, this is going to be a battle of attrition that he's probably not going to win. Why are they stabbed with their own swords? So he doesn't have any sort of magical defense, does he? He's putting up a good show, though. Was putting up a good show. They're not going to kill him off straight away, are they? then I fear for the kingdom. He's good, but seems a bit outmatched. For what reason other than just because they can? Or are they infidels? A bluff? He's gonna regret that if he tries to challenge Ainz. Ha! Nice save. All the soldiers are out as well. What about the ones that looked pretty dead? I'm guessing they're staying dead. Nice. It was his plan all along. A bit of reconnaissance with him, seeing what he's coming up against. Because if the head swordsman could take him out by himself, there's no point Ainz going. Look how pleasant he's being. You can't deny that. I very much doubt that. Because yeah, okay. So it's a bit personal now, isn't it? Since he bothered doing it. Quite a nice offer, actually. Unfortunately, this guy probably isn't going to heed the warnings. Because he has the strength of numbers. He's a skeleton. Did they just miss? There's no point crying overpowered, is there? We know this. He's like highest level in Yggdrasil. Still trying to gather information. I like him. He's got a very level head. Stand back. So what? He takes them all out at once. Yeah. Wonder what level spell that was. Is he now beginning to believe? Huh? Yeah. Albedo's not going to allow anything to hit him, even if it was a little rock. She can't just stand back and do nothing. She has to protect him. Failed to pass what? I might have missed something there, or something weird with translation. Or she's saying, like, they're so insignificant, she has to take him out, not him. That would be the kind of argument that I'd expect from her. Impressive. He was so nonchalant about it as well. So, oh, here's the big powerful summon. Oh, it's a summon. Okay. Yeah, but here's the big powerful summon, and you can just stop its attack with single-handedly. So he's taking a bit of caution with this, isn't he? Why did he seem unimpressed with that? It's like, that wasn't a worried sound in his voice. Face palming, yeah, he's like, oh, Christ. And bluster from this mage. You still think he's just... I was trying to think of a better word than bluffing, but yeah, that works. You saw him take out all the rest of the minor summons instantly. He can just shrug it off, can't he? Oh, so it's powerful enough to hurt him, but he's at such a level where it's just like, oh, I haven't been hurt for quite a while. Well, I wondered what it was like. I would not like to see her in a full frenzy if he ever did get properly injured. I think her anger would be devastating by itself. Did his black hole just take out the sun as well? Watching him or watching Ainz? Okay, so they were testing him. Okay, that makes sense. So the countries are doing their own reconnaissance. Yeah, grovelling like that isn't gonna really help her. He gave him the option to, walk away. Now that is a nice speech. You gotta like it when they twist the words back on them. And it just skips over it. Because it means so little to him that we don't even get to experience it. Gotta agree there. Does the gacha machine still work in this universe? Mm-hmm. Caution is always best. See, I called that. I knew that was his reasoning. Although I guess it wasn't particularly hidden, so I can't really feel too great. This undying affection might be slightly irritating at some point. So the flags represented all of the old guild members, and he killed his own one to become Einzone. I very much doubt any of them would have any objections. We still don't know several of the Guardians, I don't think. Quite a good Umi? Yeah. Quite a good goal, I guess. Find out about the world and its inhabitants. Take over said world. Yeah. But spreading his fame and devastation. It was... I don't know if I said it last episode. I might have, so I'm going to assume that I might have. Part of the reason for calling himself Einzone is so that they can hear it if anyone else was brought to this world and be like, hang on a minute. That used to mean something to me. Better go check it out. And by him inheriting the name fully, it's a good way of spreading that faster. But considering everyone stopped playing, is anyone that knew him going to be here? I want to know what level spells he used during that battle. Like, was the black hole only like 8th level or something? Or 8th tier or whatever it is. Is that where he's like, it would be fun to take over the world? Mm-hmm. So they're taking that as his goal. I don't know if that was just a throwaway comment that he made, or if that was truly his intention. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so he's now going undercover in the next episode in an attempt to, as was stated, gain more information. And money. Does he need money? I guess if he's going to live in the human world, yeah, sure. He's going to have to do a bit of subterfuge. Pretend to be an adventurer. Pretend to be one of them. Not sure if this is the easiest way of doing it, considering, I can see many ways of which he can be uncovered quite easily. Such as, like, the party he gets ambushed by a high-level monster, and he's like, okay, I pretended to be new here, but I'm gonna have to save everyone. But yeah, it's an interesting, turn of events. We went from him just posing as this high-level overlord, and wiping out a full, battalion of angels and soldiers, and then switching roles to being an adventurer, starting out again. Simultaneously, both. Either ends of the spectrum. I appreciate that. That's quite clever. Well, we kind of know a bit of Ainz' power. Not his limitations, because he hasn't even been close to feeling threatened. At most, we saw, that slightly tickles. Haven't had to experience that in a while. I don't know if I want to see a proper battle where he has to push himself, or if this whole just walks through everything routine can hold up. We'll see. I can't pass any judgments because I don't really know. It would just be based on my experience with other shows where they've got people with stupid amounts of strength. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. Because, as I've said before, I'm really enjoying Overlord, and I want to thank everyone that kind of told me to watch this. And I just want to thank everyone, really, because recently the channel's hit around 750 subscribers, and that is quite big. So big my voice cracked. Now, I've got some plans in place, at least in place in my mind, for what I want to do. And some people are going to be, I think, quite happy. But in order for that to happen, you kind of need to get me to 1,000. Bit of extortion and blackmail there. I like it. Join me again for another video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Notification bell so you don't miss anything. That's an easy way of saying it, I think. But anyway, until next time.